What's up, y'all? I know it's been a hot minute since I posted something up on YouTube. I've been going through a lot of different changes in my life lately, within these past few weeks, I'd say. Not too much physically. I wish I had more changes physically. That's on me completely, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually for sure. There have been a lot of different changes. Yeah, I've just been challenged with a lot of different things thrown at me, right? That I don't know. I think God's trying to teach me some lessons and to get me to grow and to learn a little bit more about myself. So and what I'm capable of for sure, by far. I've had a lot of people in my life that I've just met within this year moving down to Atlanta. I've been in communication with them, and it's just learning so much from them and understanding their stories and the process that it took them to get to where they are now. It's super inspiring and encouraging. It makes me want to work harder too, because I'm building my story right now, right? And it's such a crazy thought that in a few years or a few weeks I'm going to be looking back at where I am right now, probably watching this same video and just being like, man, I remember that time. I was going through a rough time, man, and it was not fun. I've had some nights where I, cried about it. I wasn't like crying the whole night, but it's just that like sometimes there's so many things in your life that's going on and it becomes super overwhelming that, you just break down, right? And I've talked about it in my previous videos that it's okay to like cry, right? Because that's how we express how we're feeling. Sometimes, whether that be crying or like, I would prefer crying and not like lashing out angrily, but sometimes you just can't stop the tears from coming down, I'm telling you. So do what you gotta do. If crying makes you feel better, then do it, I'd say. But then don't spend days and days weeping and crying, because you got to figure out the next steps of what you got to do, and you got to figure out your situation, right? And I addressed that in some of my other videos. I know I keep referring back to my other videos because I haven't made new videos to watch, so go watch the old ones. But for real, like it's been super challenging, and I know this is a process that's like never ending. You're always going to be tested, always going to be challenged. So yeah, you just have to be okay with that. But I think every time you are challenged, you grow, and you become stronger, right? And you can tolerate more, and you know how to handle certain situations now because you've been through them. And so I think every situation is never going to be the same, but I think the process of like, hey, you're going to go through a challenge, but then you're going to get through and you're going to grow from it. I think that's always going to be constant, right? But that depends a lot on you and what you're doing through that situation, how you're handling it, right? And so I've been going through that, and I'm happy to say that within all the midst of that, I am now a legal business owner here in the state of Georgia. I am the owner of Skymark Agency, which if you watched my previous videos, you will learn a little bit more about what the agency is all about. But it's super exciting that I'm a business owner, right? Comes with a lot of responsibility. I mean, yeah, you're a business owner, now what, right? And so, but the whole process of filling out the application and then getting approved, that in itself was like a success for me, because I've never done that before, and I never saw myself doing that and being a business owner, especially not here in Georgia, at all places. So it's different, it's new, and I'm really excited about what God has in store for me for the future and where my business will potentially go, if it goes anywhere. But I'm working hard to make it go somewhere, right? And I'm doing something that I enjoy, and that I have a passion for, and that I feel like could potentially help others and provide value to others. So it's super exciting. That's a small success, and I always say celebrate your small successes, because they mean so much when you're looking back at your story and your journey. And I think you should praise those, and you should celebrate them, because you worked hard to get to where you are, right? Or to have done what you did. And whether or not other people appreciate it or not, or notice, you have to celebrate yourself, right? Don't depend on other people to do that for you. You have to believe in yourself. You have to be like, yo, Kim, you're a freaking business owner, right? Like, you did that. You did that. Other people might have, encouraged it and whatnot, but you did that. You filled out the application. You did that process, and that's something to be proud of, right? So I think more people need to start appreciating themselves and appreciating what they know and who they are. Not to the point where you're like over the top, but enough to appreciate what you've been through and where you are now. So that's super exciting that I'm a legal business owner here in Georgia. It was challenging though. Throughout that process, I think God was really challenging me and teaching me that this is only the beginning. Like, you think this is cool, like, just like you think you're in a good spot right now, just wait. Like, things are gonna be thrown at you, but through that process, you're gonna learn a few things and you're gonna change a few things, and that's okay, right? So I know He has a great vision for me, whatever that may be. Waiting to see what that is. Throughout those challenges, I say that that's a pretty darn good success for me, and I'm happy with that. I'm content, because it really proves to me, how far I've come within my journey, right? So just don't give up on what you want to do. Sometimes plans change, right? Sometimes God has a different vision for you, or He wants you to do something else, and you end up where you end up. And so I'd say be happy and be content with where you are, and understand that it took a long process for you to get there. All right, so make sure to celebrate yourself too, y'all. But yeah, that's just been what's been going on. I don't really have anything else for this video, really. I just haven't posted in a long time, and so I wanted to share that little update and that small success. I haven't put it out anywhere that I'm a business owner, because it's like, sometimes I put things into perspective, like, Kim, who cares, right? But hey, this is me celebrating it. This is me sharing it. I'm not boasting about it or anything, but I think it's a small success for me, and it's super cool, right? So that's all this video really is. I didn't have like a structure to it, and I know I ramble a lot, so it is what it is, right? So if you want to learn a little bit more about what Skymark Agency is and what I do, then you can check the link below. I'll put the website link there. And definitely follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and connect with me on LinkedIn, because I'm gonna make another video about LinkedIn because it's super powerful right now. But I post a lot of like motivational and encouragement and like Money Monday, Tip Tuesday, Wisdom Wednesday type stuff on my stories for Instagram and Facebook. So definitely check those out when you can. If you need some uplifting, or some advice or some help, definitely listen to those. And let me know, how it helps you, if it does, because that helps me kind of figure out what, I want to say next or whatnot. Because what I share on there are my thoughts, daily thoughts, and, the things that I've been challenged with and what I'm going through and what I have been through. So let me know your thoughts on that. But yeah, that's all I really have for this. I hope you guys are doing what you got to do to get to where you got to get to. So that's all I got. I'm out.